Let's just get the elephant out of the room right now. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be me tonight. Jaylena is working out and hanging out with the baby girl Ember. So, hello to your local Filipino. And you know, how you guys doing? Appreciate you guys showing up. We got all kinds of information for you this here live chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bus Volker's still home. So, I'm gonna hop into some of the stuff that so a lot of you guys know, if you've been around this channel or you've watched last week's live chat, that the color did not come out what it was supposed to be on the bus, right? And I've been trying to let it go. And I've been losing sleep over it. I just constantly am thinking about it. And then I think today I decided that I'm going to repaint it. But I'm not going to repaint it till summer. I'm going to finish the bus. Because this month is almost over. And I lose this big bay this month. Like, that's it. So I need to finish the build out. So I can't just spend the time repainting it. But the color just bothers me, dude. I spent so much money on it. So much time. Called the paint store trying to find out what happened. And I think it's because we use a semi-gloss. They call it like a flop chemical or something. Something happened. And it's been bothering me. So we'll see if I change my mind by summer. But I think I'm going to redo it this summer. Let's see what you guys are saying, yo. Lots of people saying hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Mackenzie Pearson, what's up? Erta Chrissy's in the house. What's up? Melissa Malzone, no, the bus looks great in that color. It was meant to be. Honestly, that's how I was trying to play it. I was like, oh, it was meant to be this color. The problem is it's turning more green as it dries, which green is not the color I wanted for this bus literally at all. Like, if it would have turned more white, I would have been okay. If it would have turned more yellow, I would have been okay. But it's turning green. Like, I just took a picture of it outside and sent it to a couple random people and just asked them, what color does this look like to you? And they said light green. It's the first paint job I haven't been stoked with when it was done. Oh, jeez. Paul Honeyman, no, Isaac, she looks great, thanks. The color was supposed to be tan. It was supposed to be a military tan, and then it was kind of, when it was first drying, it was kind of beige, like a little more white than tan, which I was okay with that. But now, the more it dries, it's like just turning green. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? There's nothing green in this build. Ruth Hutching, you gotta do what you have to do to make yourself happy. It's your home. Yeah, it's been bothering me, and I've been trying to let it go, and I'm losing sleep literally over it. Because I was trying to decide if I redid it, do I have time, which I don't. I need to finish the build. You know what I'm saying? The paint's done. It's not school bus yellow. And I could change my mind, but I'm definitely leaning towards, repainting it. Peace out, Lisa. Hello. I will be listening. Been a bit under the weather. I may pop in for a question. Well, thank you for hanging out anyways. Diane Cisneros, remember you said nobody else has that color? Yeah, but I just don't want it to be green. You know what I'm saying? Natasha Reynolds, where are the counter? The countertops are still outside. I haven't got to them yet. The electrical, I put in the switch that I was waiting for, so I can put the counters in whenever. And I'll talk about what I've been up to this last week later. Paul Honeyman just dropped Urta Chrissy's channel. Urta Chrissy is amazing. Cinema Mom, hello. Isaac, hello. May, for the color not being green, the bus looks great. Yeah, I mean the paint job looks amazing. It's just the color, man. It's not what I want. Miles Ray, I may have to lose my bus. That's not good. I'm sorry. April Frick, I like the color. Jaylena told me not to change it. My mom told me not to change it. But it's bugging me, man. TJK, what did your dad say about it? He's upset too, because he was at the color shop when I picked the swatch, and this is not what we picked out. And he's upset because... So most people aren't spraying semi-gloss on their vehicles, right? Everybody's doing a single stage clear coat. So I'm probably the only person who's ever gone in there looking for a single stage or a semi-gloss paint, which the semi-gloss flattener changed the color. So my dad's pretty upset that they should have known that and told us that, and this wouldn't have happened. But I mean, I don't want to just like point fingers at people, because you know I like to also take responsibility when I make a mistake, and I should have test swatched it before I put it on this bus or painted the whole bus. You know, like that's my bad. Like, yeah, you know, it's not the right color, but like I had plenty of opportunities to go back to the store and have them make me a new color. So I can't just put all the blame on them. You know, it's definitely part mine. Okay. Oh, snap. We got some super chats rolling in. Matt Wesley, how do I determine a fair price for a bus? I see prices at $5,000 to $25,000 and everywhere in between. What helps me determine a fair price? Are you looking for a bus built out, or are you looking for a bus to build out? That's a hard question to answer, because it depends on a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for the super chat. Outer Limits Mermaid with a $10 super chat. Thoughts on a 07 Chevy Duramax short bus with 225 miles on it? Is that too many miles? I love the Duramax. 225 miles. So I'll say this. Diesels are known to go pretty far as mileage. But I always am thinking about a way out, if that makes sense. So my rule of thumb is you lose your high resale value after 200,000 miles, right? So let's say you build this bus and you want to sell it for whatever reason, you're not going to get top dollar being over 200,000 miles. If it was the same bus under 200,000 miles, you could charge dang near twice as much. So that 200,000 mile mark really determines resale value. So if you're just going to build it out and live in it and drive it till it pukes, it doesn't matter. I'd say you're fine. But if for any reason you ever need to sell it, and I like to think about that with everything I do, if I ever need to sell it for whatever reason, I want top dollar, you know, you're going to lose that top dollar over 200K. That's my opinion. Tanya Renfro, sorry the color didn't turn out like it was supposed to. Yeah, I've been trying to be okay with it for days. Maybe I will, but I don't know. Ellen Talon, we'll cover it with a wrap. That's $1,000 in paint to cover up. You know? I don't know what I'm going to do. Chrissy Eaton, hello. Isaac and everyone in the live chat, hello. Wandell Rodriguez, it doesn't look bad, but you can do it later on. Don't let it bother you. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. Like, I do not have the time to redo it right now. Or I think it's just going to be a problem for another time. But I will say this. So, live chat nugget, I was going to have a wrap put on here. And I'm working with a designer and the dude who did the original Schoolyana graphics. But I might not have the wrap put on if I'm good, because it's just I'm gonna spend a bunch of money to have that wrap put on, and then just to take it off and repaint it. So I really have to decide what I'm doing, and if I'm going to repaint it, I'm gonna halt that and not put the wrap on, which kind of sucks. Leslie Hughes, you have to be happy with it. It will bug you forever in the day, Isaac. You do you feel you have to. Yeah, honestly, every time I've painted a bus, I've been stoked as soon as I unmasked it. Like, every single one. I love the color on Vin Diesel so much, I painted 3 more buses the exact same color. Brewster came out beautiful. And I've never seen a color change like this. So I've watched the videos over and over and over again trying to figure out what happened. And when I put the color on wet, it was cool. You know, it was still a little lighter than normal, but it was still cool. And then when it dried, it literally changed. The color changed, which is crazy. I've never seen that. Paul Honeyman, you said you spoke to the store. Will they do anything towards the cost of the repaint? Well, I did talk to the store, and I was mainly trying to just find out what happened. Just trying to educate myself. We think, and it's hard to say, everybody's guessing, right? We think it was the flop agent. It was the chemical that makes it semi-gloss. That's just not done ever, right? Not in the automotive world, really. So they didn't know how it was going to react, and that's a huge culprit. The other thing is, if we use too much reducer, it would reduce the color out, which we did go a little heavy on the reducer. So it's one of those two things or both, you know. But I didn't say I was going to repaint it, so I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I don't know if I am. But if I am going to do it, I'm definitely going to go in and try and get a deal on some new paint. You know what I'm saying? Mackenzie Pearson. Side note, I'm going to hang out with the guy I've been seeing for a while tonight, so things are going really good. Awesome. That's really good. This is like a 3rd or 4th date or something that I know of. Seize the adventure. I want to see this color. If you watch my last video, you can see, and you can literally see it change color. Jay Garcia, did they mix the paint for you? Maybe they mixed it wrong. Honestly, maybe. You know, it's water under the bridge now. Like, the paint's on the bus, so I should have known. You know, I should have caught it way before this. You know, even if I wouldn't have unmasked the bus, right, I could have just scuffed it and resprayed it, and it wouldn't have cost me a bunch of time. The problem now is I'm out of time in this bay, and I still have to finish this bus. And it was 2 days of masking. And my dad brought in a heavy-duty compressor that I don't have anymore. So it's like, it's kind of all changed, you know? Christy Eaton, how's Jaylina and Ember feeling? They're still a little under the weather. But Ember's definitely getting way more crazy again. So she's starting to feel better because she's wilding out. Ha! May, I thought you were only anti-blue, not green. I actually like green. Hey, Wabi Sabi Buzz, what's up? Victoria, how you doing? I'm the type of person that I always see things in my head, right? In this bus, I pictured like a tan, and it's not what I had in my head at all, and it's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? It's just bothering me. Yeah, TJK, talk to the paint store about it, see if they'll do anything. It's a lot of money for that kind of mistake. Yeah. It could be both of our mistakes, honestly. So, I think And you know, I'm not 100% that I'm gonna just go down this road, but I think I am. So yeah, next time I go to town, I'm gonna go in there and just talk to him. Brand looks great. Add details or decals will change it up. Definitely, I was thinking about going full speed ahead with the vinyl, thinking that it would change it. But I don't want to waste everyone's time and spend the money twice and then pull it all off and redo it again later, you know? So it's like, if I'm going to color change it, I kind of don't want to spend the money on the vinyl. You know, I'm even thinking about changing the color now. I'm thinking about going white, I'm thinking about going cream, I'm thinking about going orange. I don't know what I'm going to do. Matt Wesley, I'm talking about a bare bones bus, a bus that will take the seats out of. $25,000 for a bare bus is crazy. I think realistically, like 5 to 15. And like when you're hitting around 15, that bus better be like nice. So it better have low miles, zero rust, and like, you know, mechanically gone through. So it's like, I think 5 to 15 grand for a good bus is a good price. Anna Tutu, hi, I've been following you for over a year now. Did not know that I had to create a channel to say great job. Love how Jaylina did the doors. I made one for my bathroom and I stay in a house. I didn't know that you have to have a channel to comment, but I guess you do. I didn't know. Chrissy Eaton, Isaac, the color looks classy. There's a lot of tan buses out. Yeah, there's a lot of tan buses, which honestly has me leaning away from it and thinking about doing a cream or a white or just leaving it alone, which I don't think I'm gonna do. Yeah. Melissa Malzone, I thought if you put a wrap on it, you can't ever repaint it. You can just take the wrap off. You know, on Sculiana, when I went to sell Sculiana, I pulled the wrap off and then repainted it white. Under One Sun, do temps have anything to do with the color change? I don't think so. Because that was one of the questions that I asked the paint shop, was like, it being in a cold environment affect it? And they said no. They're saying it's something chemically. You know what I'm saying? Ellen Challen, well, give it another week. It may change again as it cures. Which is crazy, though. You know, I've painted a lot of buses. And the color doesn't change. It just dries. So it's just weird. Leslie Hughes. I've always been advised never to completely trust the sample cards. Auto colors, though, guessing is the same issue. Yeah, that's the other thing that I'm told, is that the swatch could not be right on. So if I do it again, it's like I'm going to pick a color off a car I've seen, you know, I think. There could have been a bunch of different things. Linda Harms, Isaac, you look cold. Stoke that fireplace. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm kind of cold. I got the heater right there. It's not too bad, but it's definitely been pretty brutal these last few days. Patricia Marshall, what was your Valentine's Day gift from Jaylina? She got me jerky. And one of the things of jerky was really good, and then I opened the second bag. She got me 2 things of jerky. The second bag of jerky was ridiculously good. I opened it and I couldn't stop eating. I had to force myself to stop eating it. It was so freaking good. Woo! Jim Lotspick, I'd say if Jaylina and your mom like the paint job, you're good. I've been trying to be good with it, but it's affecting my sleeping now. Because it's like I've put so much into this bus, you know, so much money, so much time, so much energy for it not to be what I vision. It's not acceptable. You know, I love the interior. I love the choices inside. And for me not to be stoked about the exterior, it's just not cool. Dang, Mackenzie Pearson, it's like the 6th date actually. Dang, y'all should be official by now. Shoot. Oh man, I'm going to destroy your name. Afnit Matapap. Hey Isaac, I actually love it. Love from Barbados. You know, who knows? I might leave it alone. I don't want to. I just wish I could magically. I just don't have the time. You know, if I had, it'd be different if like this was my normal base. You know what I'm saying? And I had another month or two, or you know, the rest of the year to finish this bus. Like it'd be different. Thing is, it's like I have little over a week left, and I can't afford to take another week, to take my last week and repaint it. Like I don't even have the plumbing in yet. You know, I'm still. So I guess I'll tell you what I've been doing. So I'm inside working on the last of the carpentry. So in the bus, I know you've seen like the wires and the little gap that's been on the sides for a long time. And today I covered all that up. So you can't see it in this video, but I took wood and I covered up all those gaps. And I got open shelving up in the back. I got shelves up here. All the wires and the sides got all covered up. So I'm trying to finish like the last of the carpentry inside. Some doors and some things like that. Last of the woodwork. I want to get the counters installed. I thought I would be done today, but I'm not. So hopefully by tomorrow. And then I want to get into plumbing ASAP. Because I have cement that I can work on in here. And then I don't want to be crawling around in the mud trying to hang water tanks, you know what I'm saying? So that's a priority. Under one sun. I thought it looked a little green in one of Isaac's or Jayleena's shorts. I wonder how much darker it's going to get. I actually like the... See, everyone's saying that. And green was not the intention. Wabi Sabi Bus. Glad Ember is feeling better. How's it, friends? We're pretty good. You know, we're just looking forward to getting this bus done and, you know, moving in here and like slowing down. I'm really looking forward to slowing down. Hutchie, yo, what's up, Mike? Melissa Malzone. At least it's not pea soup green. Oh, man. Leslie Hughes. Is that a pearlized finish? Guessing not, as that's really expensive. But wonder if you got another mix. Pearlized and sprayed a light coat over your existing job. No, it was School Bus Yellow when we started. And it's just a single stage solid color. With, you know, clear in it that we made semi-gloss, which is what I think affected our color. Paul Sherman. $10 super chat. Towards a chill pill. The paint looks great. Laugh out loud. That's hilarious. Juan L. Rodriguez. Why make more work and money on it? Just keep moving forward. That was the plan, and I was trying to do that, but I just don't think I can. Lynn Harms, I think you need to move on about the color. Once you finish it on the road as a family, you won't care what color it is. Yeah, yes and no. Paul Heyman. So because it's not the color in your head, that's your issue. Next time you go to sleep, go back to the drawing board and color it again. The color it is. Oh man, that's funny. Leslie Hughes, Wanda, if it's really bugging him now, it always will. 100%. Jules knows you have bigger fish to fry. Stop worrying about the paint. You can take care of that after you move in if you have to. Yeah, definitely. So if I do it, it's gonna be like down the road, like this summer, and I'll probably have to do it outside. Jim Lot Spot. Wonder why your jacket has white paint on it and that's not turning green. That's because the inside of this bus is gloss white, and I was painting some wood today. Gloss white. Christine Kelly, I don't have a comment, and I don't have a channel, and I can comment. Huh. That blue arrow staring me in the face. Charles GS, bus prices went way up in the middle of last year, and they have dropped like a rock since November of last year, and are starting to come back to a respectable price, except there's still people with money. Yeah, I don't know. I guess buses have, in my opinion, the market is softening. A couple years ago, like, you list a bus, you wouldn't have it 24 hours. But now it's slowing down, I think, a bit. You know, a lot of witch hunting on bus builders these days. Mom, let it go. The color looks really good. Mom, it's green. Alright. Melissa Malzone, if you don't like it come summertime, drive to your dad and repaint it then. Yeah, it'll definitely be a later thing. Robert Gabati Racing, maybe you need to watch. Honestly, maybe I do. Maybe I should watch it. Linda Lesto, when does Oregon start to warm up? Like August? Hawaii Nay, how about only repainting a portion of the bus, lower third, middle section? I mean, spraying it is not hard, right? We sprayed it in a day. Prepping it, masking it was honestly the biggest time-consuming thing. Natasha Reynolds, so what did you get done? Shoot, I don't know. What did I do? I've been doing a lot of carpentry. So I put some shelves up, and I filled in all the gaps in the back. I put the couch back together over the love seat. I should have the Live Edge installed this week. It should look pretty done inside by the end of this week. And I was really, really hoping to get into plumbing in this video as well, which I should be able to. Jer sweatshirt. Some paints depend on the color of the primer, like if it's dark colored or lighter, like white changes the color. Yeah, I mean, the thing is we just went with whatever the paint shop said to use. So, it was a gray primer. Wabi Sabi Bus. It's so hard when your expectations aren't met after spending so much time and money. It's a beautiful home, and when you're traveling, making memories with your family, it won't be so big on your mind. Totally. George Peach. Is it really worth the money and time not spent with family to redo it? Now, that is a great point right there. Mackenzie Pearson, we haven't had that, convo yet, but we work together, so I don't know how it'll go. We've been trying to keep it low key at work and stuff. Oh no, you're dating a coworker? I've done that. It didn't work out. Um, Jim lost it. The big thing that would keep me awake would be thinking that I'd sprayed on paint job and that has something turns to mold. You say it's turning green. It's not turning to mold, but it's a good way to put it. Miss Connie L, when is Josh coming? I think Josh is coming next week. But I already have plans for when Josh is here on the missions that we're supposed to accomplish. So it's like, I've got to accomplish what I need to accomplish before he gets here, or we're behind. Charles GS, I think the Rebel and Isaac wants to repaint the bus. The practical Isaac and Momager and Jaylena are providing to be a formidable foe. Hey Isaac, I have a question for you. Or Sam Fisher. Hey Isaac, I have a question for you. My significant other and I are building on a 7.3 Shorty. Oh, saw your recent build. I was wondering if you prefer spraying paint paint gun on the exterior or roll. Oh, I prefer spraying 100%. It looks so good, but if you don't have the means to spray, rolling honestly doesn't look that bad. But if you can spray and you've done it before, spray. If you never sprayed, don't attempt it. Velcro glass. Any plans in the future for an awning? Yeah, so I had an awning on Skuliana, and it was so high that it was really hard to take out. So it's like, if I did an awning on a bus again, it would have to be electric, which just seems like a giant mission and stuff to break. But I'm honestly thinking that we might just do a moonshade. So it'll just like suction cup to the windows, it's supposed to be easy. I don't know. I'm definitely thinking that. Paul Hyman, a bus life story, leave it till after Minion's done and you're cooped with some cash. Definitely. Then it should be warmer times and it might grow on you. No, definitely. Like, I have to get this bus done so we have a place to live. I gotta get Minion done so I can, recover financially. And then I'm gonna wait for the weather to turn, and if I do it, it would be then. And maybe I can get the paint shop to basically cover the new color. So it would just be labor on my part. Let's see, I'm pushing down here. Green Acres Bloom. I was going to be productive, then y'all came on live. My bad. Under one sun is the color of money, laugh out loud. You know what? That's pretty funny. Linda Polet. I had a friend that painted his truck the ugliest color I've ever seen, and then he wrapped it, and it was very sharp. Okay. Glenn K. Isaac, wouldn't it be cheaper to get help for your OCD than to repaint it? Oh, man, y'all funny. Sonoma Mom, what is your favorite thing to work on in your bus builds? Honestly, it might be paint. Except for this time. The thing about paint, it's like no matter how nice you make your bus inside, when you paint the bus, like that's when it really changes. Like that's when it looks nice. So I think paint probably is one of my favorite parts of building, except for this bus. Linda Harms, when do you think you'll be moving in? Well, I'm working my little behind off to get the interior done. The biggest thing left inside is plumbing. You know, I'm hoping, and then we gotta do sewing still. So we still need to cut the cushions. We need to drive all the way to Portland to get Pendleton fabric. That'll be a day. And then we gotta do all the curtains. So I think we're on track to be moving in the first week-ish of, what is this, February? Of March. I think the major project should be done inside. And there might be some little things left to do that I could just do outside, or in my normal base. So I'm thinking the beginning of March-ish we should be moved in here. Christine Kelly, hi Isaac, do you have an email? I can send you some pics of my bus. Yeah, it should be in my description or whatever. Debbie Herman, maybe it was meant to be the color. It is, as your dad had a stamp on it with your fads. Love and effort, make it happen. Fade two-tone Isaac. Hey, Jaylena's up in the house. Em and I are watching on the big screen while I work out. Hello, baby. I've been on here talking about our paint disaster. Leslie Hughes, I hope it doesn't cause you to lose more sleep, Isaac. Maybe start taking something natural to help you relax at night. Stop your mind's worrying so you can sleep. Man, I wish I could turn my thinking off. Constantly tripping on stuff. Sam Fisher. Also, I'm the 7.3 Power Stroke International for life. Bro, I love the 7.3 Power Stroke. I want to get a 7.3 Power Stroke 4-door long bed truck one of these days. Jer Twisher, We falls down to some of that mixed paint. That's the wrong pigment in what they mixed it. Yeah, I don't know. Paul Honeyman, people, remember Isaac also has merch for sale. Thanks, man. We got that Busfolk clothing up in here. Jaylena has a big bus wish list. If anybody wants to grab anything for that. Let's see. I'm pushing down a bit because that blue arrow has been straight staring me in the face for a while. Braden Gilbreth. Hey, I don't know if you remember me. I asked the question about composting toilets a few weeks ago. Just bought my schoolie today, and I have a plan for the bus. Where would you recommend I start? Demo it. Demo as much as you're gonna demo. And then I always put a floor in. And if I pull the skins out, I'll reskin it, and then I will put the floor in, the floor in. I do the bed frame, and then I kind of work forward from there. Okay. Sandy Greats. Yay, first week in March. That is so good. Hi, Jaylena and Amber. I'm just joining. Marcia Brim. Insulate your underneath. Most important. Are you talking about insulating, under your bus? What are you talking about? Janice King wood stove update. We still gotta burn it. So we gotta burn it so that the paint all cures so that we can install it. That's probably gonna be one of the last things that I install, honestly. Just because it's we have 2 other heaters in here right now. I do need to get that installed while I have the bay. Because I gotta cut a hole in the roof and paint it and all that stuff, and I don't want weather on that fresh cut. Infatunes, the bus looks great. I've got to get back to work later, bus people. Thanks for dropping in, man. Let's see. Leave her wild. We only bro each other in the shop. Very different dialogue when home not working. Oh man. Holy moly, I think I'm at the bottom. Dale Celestin, I think you have the right idea. Finish the bus, then revisit the pain in a few months. It gives you time to research what happened and find out if there's an unknown trick to semi-gloss. Dale, if I do repaint it, it'll definitely be like after we've moved in here and down the road, for sure. And when warmer weather comes around. Also, I don't think I'm gonna use semi-gloss anymore. I only did semi-gloss because I was using oil-based paints that weren't necessarily automotive before. And then after thinking about it, it's like, why am I spending all this time and money putting automotive paint on and then making it not look like automotive paint? I felt like that was a mistake that I made, you know. Because I got a buddy, Caleb from Epic Schoolies, and he sprays automotive paint. And he uses the same stuff I use, single stage Valspar, but he doesn't semi-gloss. He does gloss with the clear, and they look amazing. So, and you know, I was watching the video, and when the paint was wet, which is what it would look like if I would have kept the clear in it, it looked good. It was when it dried out that it looked funky. So, I don't think, if I keep sticking with automotive paint on the buses, which I might not paint another bus besides this one again, I'm definitely probably not going to go semi-gloss. Hey, Mindy's in the house. Ninth element, yellow and tan, green. Sorry, and he's in Princess in the pea-colored bus. Oh, man. Why you gotta hit me like that? Oh, man. Ellen Talon, why not take the stove outside and do your break-in burns? Because I'm literally busy. I don't just stand around here doing nothing. I'm doing a million other projects that need to get done. So I just have not got to it yet. You know? Sam Fisher, what's the best investment when bus building? A diesel heater, hands down. I see so many people not put heat in their bus because they're building in the middle of summer. And then every winter, I always see people out in the woods trying to put diesel heaters in. So do yourself a favor and put a diesel heater in when you build your bus. You'll thank me later. The number one most important thing in your bus, diesel heater. Hey, our way to Rome. Are you headed to the desert once you move into the new bus? Definitely thinking so. I don't know about Arizona, but I know we're probably going to go to the Alvord Desert. So we should wrap this up around the first week of March, and then, you know, we might figure, I don't know, we might be leaving, who knows, sometime in March we should finally drive this thing away from the shop. Joe Addington, you want it to be what you want it to be, that's it, 100%. Linda Lesto, yep, bedtime for East Coasters, at least the old ones, not y'all. Linda, thanks so much for hopping in and hanging out for a while. Savannah and Drew are amazing, by the way. If you guys don't know Our Way to Rome, I really, really love them. Like, they're musicians, they're builders. They're just good people. And I always use their shower pans. So we have one of their shower pans in our bus. But definitely, if you have not checked out their channel, go check them out. And I need to catch up on their channel as well. Matt Russell, what are your thoughts on Schoolie versus shuttle bus? Schoolie all day, every day. My personal reasons, I like metal over fiberglass. Now, this is my reasons. I think there are benefits to having fiberglass over metal and metal over fiber. Fiberglass is lighter. I hear they get better gas mileage. I don't know, but I just got a thing for schoolies. I don't know if you can tell. But I mean, yeah, you know. Wabi Sabi bus. Better yet, put two in a larger bus. Laugh out loud. Yeah, this is one of the biggest buses I've ever built, and a lot of my homies who have built bigger buses have a diesel heater in the front, and diesel heater in the back. So in the short buses, I usually only put one heater in, and it's usually fine. But everyone scared me, which is why I added another heater, because I just, I'd rather do it now. Looks like Paul shared Our Way to Rome's channel. Ninth Element, Momager, don't let him repaint the bus. Sonoma Mom. Isaac, my son is in the Philippines right now meeting his love. Yay! Laura Lay 5. You're doing great things with your bus. Love it. Thank you. The thing is that's why the paint bothers me so much. I love every decision inside. I love the decision for the natural cabinets. I love the decision for the overhead shelves. I love the lighting. I love every decision that was made on the interior of this bus. Love it. Wouldn't change anything. I don't like the paint. And I haven't since, I saw it out in the sunlight as soon as I unmasked it. I was just hoping it would dry, and I don't know. It's the first time I painted a bus, and I just wasn't stoked. The paint job's great. The color just didn't work out. Jer Schwitzer, you still have Levi the Giant helping you. I do not. Levi decided that he needed to get a job so that he could finally get some money and start taking care of business and some things. So Levi is focusing on, taking care of himself, which is fine. I don't really need any help on the last stretch. Christine Kelly, Isaac, would you please do a vid on installing your oven? I don't know how or what to use to connect the copper pipe to a propane tank. I don't use copper pipe. I use 3/8 flare. So, I don't know if that helps. Alma McGuire, cut him off. Whoa! Wabi Sabi Buzz, we're sitting in 5 degrees in Colorado with 2 and wishing we had a wood stove too. Dang! Yeah. I have 3 sources of heat, all different fuel sources. So I have the Propex thermostat controlled heater, propane. I have the diesel heater up there, and then I'm gonna have the wood stove. So I'm hoping whatever climate we ever end up in, one of them will work. Is the idea. Ninth Element, how bad can light green be? You're from Oregon, bro. I mean, it's just not what I wanted it to be. That's all it is. Charles GS. Oh boy, Isaac, Mama putting the hammer down. Doesn't that remind you of being 15 again? Yeah. It does. I remember my mom would not allow me. So Mom, I'm going to tell a story here. Would not allow me to grow my hair out. Right? She just was not going to let me do it ever. And the first thing I did when I moved out of my mom's house was grow my hair out. And I did it out of spite. And then I remember one day I looked in the mirror and I was like, this looks disgusting. I do not look good with long hair. So I don't know. That just reminded me of that story. Matt Russell. I still remember when you used to come jam in our one-car garage music studio on Silverton Road. It's always awesome to see you do what you love. Bro, do I know you? Matt Russell. I must know you. I'm pushing down a bit. We only got about 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna push down here. Chris Shepherdson, love the channel and use it a lot for our build. Question on the front door. We want to turn the butterfly door into a single hinge, but don't have the middle piece of metal. Any recommendations? I need to make a better video on that. But all I do is I get two pieces of C-channel steel, and then I just pop holes through each side, and then I bolt the butterfly door together. It's literally that simple. It's just C-channel steel and some galvanized bolts. That's it. And then and then I cut the hinge off on the other side, and then I add a cheap lock. Like, it's really simple, honestly. Crystal Jenkins. Also, if you're a new schoolie builder, quality and quantity insulation is just important as heaters. I don't know, Crystal, about that one, to be honest. I feel like a lot of these builders that are telling you what the best products are, that's just because that's the only product they've ever used. They don't have experience with these other products. I'm going to give you a very unpopular opinion. I lived in a bus with the original insulation for like 3 years, and I was never cold. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The original insulation from the bus, I had a good heater in there, and it was never cold. And I never ran from winter. I never ran to Arizona during winter. So, I don't know. You tell me what that means. And that's my own experience. I've been using Havelock wool, and I really, really love the product. But I haven't lived in a bus that was Havelock wool yet. So, I can't tell you it's the best thing in the world. I know it's great to work with. But I can tell you I was in a spray foamed bus, and it was not what everybody says it's cracked up to be honest, in my opinion. So, hope that doesn't break anybody's heart. Ellen Talon, it would be cool if it was glow in the dark green. Honestly, that would be kind of cool. Oh, snap! Matt Russell, you do know me. I'm Jay's brother. Dang, I did not know that was you. I didn't put the 2 and 2 together. What's up? Crystal, have you lived in a bus that had something else or did something else? Because then, yeah. I've been in a lot of different stuff, and I'm not that impressed, honestly. Leslie Hughes, sorry, foam is horrible if you want to work on internals. I'm not a fan of foam. You know, I lived in a bus that was spray foamed, and it was not what everyone says it's cracked up to be, and then it's a nightmare to work with. I remember when I built my first van years and years ago, before the buses, I used poly foam, and even the stupid boards. I used that ISO board stuff. Like, it was alright, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. Like, the heater made more of a difference. But anyways, I used this poly ISO foam board, and then I used spray foam to kind of fill in all the gaps and cracks. And some of that spray foam fell on my face, on my nose, right? And I was like, oh, it's just foam, I'll wipe it off later. I was very, very wrong. I went into the bathroom and pulled the foam off my nose. It legit took the skin off of my nose, and I vowed I would never use spray foam again. I do have to. I guess I wasn't very good with the spray foam back then, because you do need it for certain things, but I I would not want to do a whole bus with the stuff, personally. Charles GS, exactly true about builders saying that. Most try something and it works for them and never try and use something else because they haven't used anything else. And all of a sudden, one or two builds and they're experts. Yeah. I mean, I'm a firm believer in always experimenting. Like, I'm always trying new stuff. You know, there's definitely products that I like and don't like, and that I use, like, pretty often. But, like, I am definitely not one of those people that's stuck in a rut. You know what I mean? Um, I'm always looking for a better way, a better product. Something new comes out, like I'm down to try it, and I'm down to tell you if I make a mistake, and I'm down to tell you if I learned something wrong. Um, and there's always new products coming out. So I know one of the products that I'm really interested in. Well, it's not really new, but one of the products that I would really love to try is 3M Thinsulate. So it's an insulation from 3M, which I use a lot of 3M products, and I love 3M stuff. It seems expensive and kind of hard to get, but it's definitely a product I would kind of love to try. And I thought I seen it being used in a van where you like peel the back off and it'll like stick up. So 3M Thinsulate is a product I would definitely want to try out. But my point is, there's a million ways to do stuff. You know, there's no right or wrong, and there's always new products coming out. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this is better than the other, because maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Let's see. Ninth Element, get the bus dirty. The paint will look good then. Honestly, I've thought about that too. So, I'm definitely tripping on the paint for sure. But that's why if I'm going to redo it, it's going to be later. Like, I have other things that are more important than spending a week twice on paint. I've already gave it a week. I can't afford to give it another week right now because I just need to get the bus done. You know what I'm saying? Guitar Missy, I already purchased something, and how I add it. How do I add it? I'm so confused, Lafa. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I don't know what that means. So we only got a couple minutes left. So if anybody has any burning desires or last minute thingies, I should see it. Oh, Charles GS, and then there's the builders who are really characters on TV. Oops. YouTube with fake names who are making sales pitches but don't tell you they're sponsored. I mean, I definitely sell a lot of the products that I use. And you know, I always tell you what I'm thinking and like what I think about it, and I try to always be honest with you. Like, if I don't even want to do a video or promote anything that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Barbara Burke, I may even get some of the 3M Thinsulate for my RV installation too. Honestly, if anybody's ever used it, I would love to hear your thoughts. I've used spray foam. I despise it. I've used the polyiso, so I've used a lot of different stuff. I've used the foam board. It's alright. I really like using the Havelock wool. Yeah, I'm really curious about the Thinsulate though. This week's adventure, the homie. I'd say sealing air leaks would do more than insulating. Honestly, the windows. The windows are everything in the schoolies. Like, I think it's more of important of a topic than your insulation. 100%. People are gonna hate me for this. Like, I honestly don't think your insulation matters at all in a school bus. Whether you keep the original, whether you put Havelock, whether you spray foam it, I think it's irrelevant because of your windows. Your windows are half the bus. And your school bus windows are single pane, terrible insulation. Period. Um, so, unless you change your windows, whatever you do insulation wise really doesn't matter, in my opinion. Um, with that being said, as you can tell, I still got the school bus windows in here. I love the school bus windows. I think that's the whole point of doing a schoolie, is like that look and the nostalgia of being, you know, riding the buses. I don't know. I like the school bus windows. I know they're terrible, but whatever. I don't care. I like them. You know what I mean? And the reason I know this for a fact, 100%, is I remember when I first installed the Propex heater in Schooliana, and it was supposed to be like some super great heater. It was supposed to be all these huge BTUs, and it was when I first built the bus, and I slept in it, and I ran the heater on high, and it was still cold overnight, right? And I just spent like $800 on this heater, and I called customer service like, what's going on, blah, 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 it's supposed to like be great, da, da, da. He said, well, did you cover your windows? I was like, no. So I covered the windows the next night, turned the heater on full blast, it burnt me out. Because I had some kind of insulated window stuff. Covering the windows makes more of a difference as far as insulation in your bus than anything else you're going to do. Unpopular opinion. You know, we'll see if somebody makes a video about what I'm saying tomorrow, but these are from my experiences that I can tell you for a fact. This is not me reading out of a book. The Rosary Lady, $10 super chat. Y'all take care. Rhonda from Texas. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Alright, we've been on for an hour, so I'm just going to poke through here real quick. This week's adventure. Yes, we made a huge difference when we taped all the windows in the bus. Yeah. Crystal, I disagree with you, honestly. I've never chased better weather. I think that's something people tell themselves to justify their decisions. Alright, y'all. That's gonna be it. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'll see you next week in another live chat. And I'll see you next week in another build video. And we are wrapping up. Man. So what? Is there only gonna be... I think there's only gonna be 2 more build videos of this whole entire build. Yeah. Because I'm wrapping up this. Oh my goodness. We are almost done, y'all. Ho ho! I was just sitting here thinking about it. I think there's only 2 build videos left of this whole series. Wow. Alright, y'all. Peace out. Thank you so much for hanging out. And so much love and appreciation. And I love having these talks with you guys. And spitballing ideas and different things. You know what I'm saying? So, peace out. Love, peace, chicken grease. Filipinos out.